Hey viewers, yeah, welcome to this channel again. This is Fola's unscripted experiences where we talk about what happens on a daily basis. You see those shiny eyes? Yeah, the people I have on camera today is where we talk about the things that go on during in our days, in our life, and we can learn from it. Now, you remember the issue, the trend on this Chrisland student that went viral some weeks back, and we just thought it good enough to revisit it to serve as a lesson to parents and to students, you know, to open our eyes to the factors that could predispose students into that kind of an habit, and what secondary school students actually go through in this society, and how they can be helped from the perspective of secondary school students. If I'm talking about it now, it will be like, okay, I'm no more in that level, but now I want us to hear from the horse's mouth. Now you're welcome. Can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Temidayo.
Louder.
My name is Temidayo.
Okay.
My name is Messi.
Okay, so from what you have heard so far, just let us hear your opinion about everything.
Well, my own opinion concerning the girl involved is that fine, a friend of yours asks you to borrow his charger or one or two things, normal thing, that's normal, borrow. But it's the stupidity of the girl for her to go at the guy's side at night to ask for the charger. Why can't she wait for the following month? And even if she went there, sneak in, so the security there is not that tight, because they call it a boarding school, and you can't just go into a boys hostel without permission of the boys house master.
Wait, we are told they went for what?
They went for excursion, right?
Okay.
For them going
it's
to an excursion.
Hotel.
Hotel.
Yes, they were lodged in a hotel.
There must be security there.
Yes, now it's not proper for, if the school has gone on excursion, it's not proper for them to keep the boys and girls together now.
Yes, actually they are not together. They called her to come for a charger.
For her to go there.
Shouldn't there be an house mistress or be somebody to mentor them or caution them? Naturally, the school should expect some excesses. They are youths and they would like to explore.
Actually, the girl is not supposed to go in the first place. Wait for the second day. As in, she only let go of money.
For you to collect the charger, or
yes, now,
if you don't charge your phone, heaven and heart will crumble.
So,
and then bringing the idea of truth or dare stuff to cover up this thing is just a mere excuse. If you are playing truth or dare, if they ask you to do this, it's not compulsory. You can
as
deny.
much as it's not a death sentence at the end.
Exactly. You don't do what they ask you to do. You can say, I can't do this. The worst thing they can say, drink a bottle of water, pay
Punch
me money,
the wall, kiss
punch
the wall, hit the wall,
that's
do
all
stuff
what
like that. That's the only thing.
So what I would think about the girl in the situation is that she's already in the mood for her to go there. Okay, let's assume that she was able to sneak in, not for the security people not to see her. She gets there and sees some guys there. Her brain, if she's from
and
a good background,
go to the toilet for your charger.
Wait,
you borrow charger. You don't expect your charger to be in the room, in the toilet. And you went to the toilet for the charger. Of all places to take charger.
Before you should even enter, you know, they open the
when the guy collected the
actually,
charger from her, was he in the
charger.
toilet? The exchange happened that
Yes,
she was
that's what
supposed to
I'm
go and pick
thinking
charger in
about.
the toilet.
Is it in the toilet and the charger?
of all toilet. There's no socket in the room. Or she can't just wait. Okay, if she's so
Even if
desperate,
the socket is in the toilet.
if she's so
Go and
desperate,
bring my charger for me. I'll
Oh,
collect it
bless
at the
you.
door. Not
if she's just so
for me to
desperate to
enter
use the
before I
charger,
collect
she
my
can just
charger.
wait at the door. Get me my charger. If you don't come inside, cannot come inside. Go in and bring my charger for
When
me.
I want
That's
to borrow
the worst
the
thing.
charger, you not
I
come and
didn't
give it
ask
to me.
exactly. That's the main problem. But what I would think in the essence that she is in the mood to do whatever she want to do. And as the video said, they said they gave her some substance, and when she was doing it, she doesn't look like someone used, like someone drugged.
No,
That means she-
those were
Just-
speculations. They are not true. In fact, if you see any of her videos of the sex tapes, she's not looking like somebody. She was on top now.
she was even the one.
Yes, she was the master of the game. So
And
you
they
can't say. And now,
10 years.
do you know the students were there? Other students were there. So you are not thinking about the person that must have done the recording. So it means it's another student, and she was not drunk. She must have seen somebody do the recording.
This was funny face. And they call her a 10-year-old. The girl doesn't look like a 10-year-old.
Okay.
She's exposed to so many things. If you look at her Instagram stuff or what she did there, she's mean that she's overexposed, which her mom doesn't do. So her mom going on the internet claiming that she was raped, she was a 10-year-old. Number one, she doesn't look like a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Number two, if her mom is so sensible enough and looked at the video very well, she'll see that her daughter was into the game, not them on her. She was
Okay.
actually playing them, not the one playing them.
Okay, so now thinking about what happened for a parent to expose children to the media, getting them phones, making sure that the TV is subscribed, everything is on. It's not even using any kind of Android phone. Your internet is on. There is no limit. There is no gauge. So what is your opinion about that?
The parents subscribing on the TV.
And getting them gadgets, technologies, exposing them.
Because children learn through that stage, through that process, they learn from them. So it's not wrong for the parent to subscribe or do any kind of activities on this. It's for the children who is involved in for the parent to subscribe on the TV. I have a child at home that is going to, I don't want him to be lonely and stuff like that.
Apart from that,
The child who gets herself involved in all kind of dirty activities, and I'm sure
do you know what?
You know the type
Apart
of
from that,
activities I'm
every
talking about.
television and phones has what they call parental guidance.
yeah.
They can just through the phone, they can just settings. This is what they call settings. Not settings, just set the phone. So there will be limits of what
They have to do
Ah.
child wants to do.
that's just it. Giving a child is not giving them phone or anything. I didn't call it a
Kiro, keep quiet.
because for security
Yeah, it's
reasons
not
and
something
personal
yeah.
reasons. But when they set the phone, parental guidance, this is where I want my child to reach. This place.
They wrong.
I know
Even
say
if they are to
Were
give
they
them
allowed?
the phone, they are supposed to supervise as in monitor the way the child uses the phone. As in some child even go to the extent and put different type of password. As in before you can open the phone, maybe it's you can see 4 passwords in one phone. Just as in, you be like, is it just this only phone that you're opening?
You can
Password
imagine.
on, as in-
Have you experienced it with any of your colleagues?
My brother like this.
I have one.
My elder brother, he always do. Before you can open his phone, actually you don't want his junior able to touch his phone. So he's the kind of person that used to use password. If you see his password, as in big password, it's not small one. No.
You can't really
Before you
guess
open
easily.
it,
Apart from that,
you can't guess. As in a classmate of mine too. Always do so. Before you open his phone, I can say that of my brother. He's not having anything on his phone, but he don't want his junior people to.
To
But
have
he's not supposed
access
to
to
use
it.
that kind of password to.
God forbid
his phone
emergencies.
because of So,
Okay.
but a friend of mine, if she open the phone for you, just be like, wow. He said, my mom does not have the time to be checking my. Why did she want to check my phone? What did she want to look at my phone for? That's what people used to say.
You can imagine, and that's actually negligence on the part of the parents.
Yeah,
Once
the
you
parents
are- you
supposed
can
to supervise
afford-
and monitor how the child is using the phone. As in, even though there's password to the phone, open it. I want to see what's on the phone, and why do you put short password on it? I want to know why.
do you know
But
what?
the parent don't. As in, I think his parent don't care. They
Don't
bought
care.
the phone for him, and they don't monitor the way he uses it. They just give it to him. and there are some different kind of stuff. If you open the phone, as in you ask him to open the phone for you, check the phone, you see different type of phone, all those stuff there on it. Yeah.
Apart from that, you can actually hide something. If you open the phone, unlock the phone, scroll, check everything.
Yeah,
Even send
some calculator
clock,
where you don't
can store
expect to
anything,
see the
clock,
stuff, you see it. Some other calculator, yes.
and so many other apps. You can just freeze the app. If you just check, you just see clock, normal clock, but there's password for it to open that you see some other things.
Wow, that's amazing.
Calculator also.
Eh?
And
So
some
you
other
can
app.
A classmate of mine was talking about his is under
so you can
calculator.
change the name of an app.
It's not about changing
No,
the name
you
of
hide
the
the app
You
under
can
the
hide
calculator.
it under the calculator clock. You can
Wow.
hide video under clock.
Wow.
I was checking one of my
Wow.
friends was like it was
Yeah,
like
so-
not this on my phone. You
so,
just
Just
open
like
you
you
know-
opened the phone, I was just like, where is all your app? As in, what's all this rubbish? Where is
I
the
said, I was-
original app?
your
Where is the
phone
app I'm
is
supposed to
boring.
see?
When
Your
Wow.
phone is boring. Inside my phone is not boring. If you know what's in there, you will say it's
And
boring.
Wow.
You opened the place, I was just like,
Wow.
calculator. Wow.
Wow. Hey, this is an eye opener to parents. So if you just see yourself, my child is studious, rubbish, go download anything. Probably something is underneath. You have to check and check. It's just like searching through their wardrobe. When they put some good stuff, go to the back of the wardrobe and make sure you get to the root of everything. Amazing. How do they do that? I think I'm going to look into it though. Like I will just open my phone and just everything, all the applications, everything is under one.
Not all. They are going
Okay,
to
maybe
separate
videos.
They'll separate it as in this app is going to be here, this app is going to be here. So they'll put some that they don't want their parents to know about, as in I'm into this and I don't want my parents to know about it.
Especially
Yeah, they'll put it under their stuff. Then those boring app will be the ones you see. Some might not even put password. You think the person is not having password, just open the phone.
You will not see anything.
Yes, you will not see anything, just be like, what's all this? Yes, you say,
My child is.
he's not having password on his phone. He's a simple guy.
Imagine.
Yeah, yes. It's not knowing that.
But underneath is the opposite.
Wow.
And about when parents give their child a phone, I would advise them to also monitor them in a way that this parental lesson, like home training. There's some people that are from responsible house, but their children are irresponsible, and there's some likewise irresponsible home and children are also responsible. I will advise parents to please. The world is changing. Children are
Giving a child
changing.
a phone is not a problem.
Giving a child a
the
phone
matter
is
of
not
the
a
child
problem.
using the phone.
But
And
Why
when
don't you have a
when you
phone?
brought up to
Why don't you have a phone?
The
see, my
child.
mommy is a very strict, trained. I don't know. In quotes. She doesn't. She make you focus on your. If you want anything, just focus on your education, and after that, ask
her
for
for
anything. She's gonna give you. Just give her the best of your best, and she's gonna give you everything you ask for.
So what about you? Why do you have a phone?
Same too, but the opposite is my dad. Said education first before any other thing. Said after your education, if I see that I'm satisfied with your results or anything you're having, you can ask me for anything, I'll do it for you. But aside your education, there's nothing you can ask my dad that is going to give you. Apart from if you ask him for money and
Do you
money,
think?
what you want to use the money for?
Do
Tell
you
him
think
that
at
this is
this
what I want the
at
money
this
for.
age now,
It's going to be
not
the
having a mobile phone, let me say Android phone, or a phone that can have access to the internet, not having access to it, do you like it? Do you like that idea?
Actually, to me, I won't like that idea, because as I said earlier, you can learn on the internet good stuff on the internet, but the internet is full of both negative and positive things.
But do you know one is more than the other?
Yeah, one is more than the other, but the way you train your child and the kind of friends he or she moves with determine the person. Even if the parents are responsible, they are good people, spiritual, everything, discipline, the child will still have command concerning peer groups and everything. That's number one. The type of school for example me, I can't advise my own child if I do bad. I can't take my child to boarding school because boarding school shit happens. A lot of things happen that the parents will have no idea.
Not all boarding schools.
Well, if you said not
Yeah,
all
not
boarding
all.
schools,
Most of them.
But yeah,
99.5.
99.5 of them shit happens. When the parents are not like they don't have time for their children and just send them to boarding school, the children will learn, will follow peer groups. If you do this, don't worry, nobody will know.
There's nothing. Your mom is not here. You're the only one here.
Because the parents is not there to teach the children, the child morals. Apart from morals, sex education is also important. Sex, especially to females, sex education. The parents should sit he or she down and just explain everything that guys there are so many ways in entering girls, man of God, and this and that. I'll just like boarding school, I don't advise boarding school. If you're in university, no problem.
You are free.
Your part two,
If-
part one, you are not free.
If you get belle in part 2,
No, but you are not free.
No, the reason why I say you are free, the way they're going to handle you when you are in secondary school
It's different.
from the way
now you are
because
that
if
at
you
that
go to
age you are
university,
accountable.
you can still stand on your own. You still have the little independence on yourself. But parents, boarding school, as for Temidayo, I know if you are advisor and
Since it goes to me,
Okay.
I can't advise my
because
child.
anything happens.
Because some parents think that if my child goes to a boarding school, is going to, as in, I'll be training him, as in, is a type of child that is stubborn. And some parents always think that if he goes to a boarding school, he's going to be trained properly there. No, boarding school is not the option.
But this home training will not be there. That's the problem.
There's no home training there
There's no,
because the people that are there self God, they don't have homes now. They have homes, so but it's not. They are not usually married, and those that are married might not really stay long there.
no one will understand because what the
If
parents
your house master now or if your house master is a man, is a married man, he might not, is likely not to stay long in the school, because the moment he gets a better job that will make him stay in the house, he will leave. So usually what they get for house masters, house mistress, they are usually young people, and when they are even young, they can stay, they don't have anything pulling them to come home. More so, they can also be tempted. The house master can be tripping for a fine girl now. All those fine body girls that are in the years, front and back, everything full round. And even the house mistress too, anything can happen as they are raping girls. It's happening to boys too now.
girls also rape boy. Nah, the guys rape boy.
Have you had any experience of truth or dare this game before?
Truth or dare? Well, to be honest,
Those in my school, those that usually occur in my school is not up to the one
to that extent,
yeah it's involved in.
it's not
The
it's
one
not
in my
essence of
school,
you
they
having
can only
sex
ask
with
you.
your-
Actually, it's not in our class. They plan it in our class, but in SS2, SS1, can see a guy that will say, "I dare you to come and talk on my lap. If you can't,
Come
go
and
and drink a bottle of water.
Wow.
Or just pay me.
Or
Pay me
you want-
200 naira.
Come and punch the wall, do stuff like that." That's what they ask them to do.
My
And
school, they
most
conduct-
girls in our school, they usually do it. I'll be like, so there's
Like
nobody
come
to
and
ban
sit
this
on my
stuff.
leg or drink.
Twerk, as in come and
Come and
twerk on my lap, as like dare
Lap-
to
lap
peg
dance.
me.
Secondary school.
Yes, in my not my class, but in
Lap
SS2
dance.
is banned in my class. Why have time for
You know, school, too many people were being the all just like stand on the stage for themselves for us.
Eh.
If you cannot do it,
Go and
the
drink
person
bottle
that
of
asks
water.
you there, you
Pay
cannot say
money.
that give me money, you pay for it too. Or drink water, she said. Or let me write my
Sometimes
note.
drink 2 bottles of water at
I
a
must
time.
finish.
That's the
So
thing. You can
I
actually
would think that
do
the game what should I say, the mind behind that game is not negative, right? I would think that it is people that are now turning it into
Yes.
dreadful games that they make people do what on a normal day they won't even think of doing.
truth or dare secretly. People they can trust, like, want to play this game, you should not be tell person.
Because people in the class I'm talking about, they always cover their secrets.
Okay.
There will not be nobody to go and report to the principal.
Wow.
And if you should go and report to the principal, they will be like, senior, you can't even respect yourself.
Okay,
so
I'm learning something now.
some,
Those people that play the truth or dare game,
yeah,
there's usually a group that are secretive.
yes.
Yeah,
As
for
in
you
they
to
cover their secrets.
There's so many secrets that are legal, but teachers will not know
Within the
And
campus.
it might leak out, but it will be in
within that
the
set,
class.
that
It
class.
won't
It
Won't
will
go
spread
out.
of the class, but it will
Wow.
be in
So
the
young
class.
people are actually capable of keeping secrets like that? Wow. So maybe it's a class now. They will just say this is what we want to do, and they will do it in a
Actually,
school.
it might be among 5 people, but if it should leak out, it won't go beyond that.
It will go by
They will do it in a place.
that.
That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. I'm actually learning. I've heard a lot from young minds. Do you have any other thing to tell us about all this saga of a teen? What is happening?
Parents, beware.
Much of work is on the parents, right?
Yeah.
Okay, are parents totally to blame?
Yes.
No, yes and no. Can't say yes. The parents might have tried
There.
to train
Ah, the egg. Let me off it.
The way the
the
parents.
parents might have tried enough, each our best, to train the child, or the child should be the one that is stubborn. As in, some parents will just be like, I'm only praying for God to save you. I've tried my best on you, but there's nothing I can do. I can't kill you. I've beat you, I've punished you,
I won't say
I've
that.
do any other punishment I can do to
Actually, I
you.
won't say that. I'll blame it all on the parents. Because if the parents start teaching the child from childhood, all these shit will not happen.
Actually, the parents might have started teaching the child. You should be
There's no how
influenced, as in
influence
outside
apart
that,
from
yeah,
influence.
peer
If there is
group
discipline,
influence.
it's not how you get influence
Actually, I
to
agree
overcome
with you.
that. If there is discipline down, it's not the one that the parent, the mother will say talk, the child will talk back. That's actually
yeah,
it.
I
But
agree with that.
if there is discipline from childhood, all this shit will not have happened. If they just want to touch them, be like, excuse me, don't touch me. Who the hell are you? You cannot say that because you know the kind of background you came from. And again, I also advise parents not to expose the child to too much of things.
Yeah, to so many other
They
things.
stage for everything.
As
Now,
in a secondary school girl on Instagram, what is she looking for there?
Exactly. Apart
Secondary
from that,
school, as in actually.
They will
want to
say
be on
she's learning
Instagram.
now.
she's learning.
Do you know if you have assignment on Google and you type in your assignment, a lot of things will jump up. Will start, just all these videos, they just start
assignment,
popping
you
up.
look for assignment, not any other thing.
Ah,
Face the assignment you
is
want
it?
to look for.
Do you know what? Even as an adult, some things happen and you click on it. Even as an adult, you won't even blink. You won't even think twice. You just see yourself clicking on
All
it.
that says is determination. When you have determination,
Yes,
Okay.
you are determined that this is what I'm coming to
this is
do,
what I'm doing.
and this is what I'm going
It's
to
all
do.
about
That would
determination.
be
Of course, we should be aware that when you are going on internet, you know that a lot of things are there.
yes.
So
So
you
you
just-
be determined that this is what
This
I'm
is
going
what
to
I'm
the internet
going
to
for.
do.
Not for
Yeah, that's what I'm.
actually if you go to internet, there's so many attracting stuff there that you can just say, let me quickly look at this one. But when
Just
you
glance through that glance, you start becoming
Addicted.
yes, addicted to this stuff.
You
But when
always
you
want
have-
to go further and further.
Yeah,
But
but
when
when
you
you
have-
are determined that this is what I'm going to do,
when you don't have time for all shit, I just when I come out,
just click, do what you want to do, then get offline.
and you are thinking about the future.
And there's a way parents can also check what their children have been doing.
Yeah.
Do you know you can delete your history, what you have done on Google, but I can know what you are doing. Whatever it is you search the most, go to Google. Just type in all these questions, all these words that ignite questions, like maybe what or how. If your own is maybe how to have sex, once you type how, the what you had, what you have always, it will come out.
It's going to bring it out.
So parents can also track their,
search for
yes,
this.
one parents can also use that to trap their children. And that one you can't delete it. You can go and delete your history,
Yes, you can delete this,
but you can't delete this one. If you have been watching how to twerk, or what happens in the process of kissing, you know there are some weird the mind of a youth, of a teenager, you know, just like you said the other time, that pressure, peer group pressure is so much, and if you're not careful it can weigh you down. So likewise, your friends will be saying some things, and you want to know about them. And it is not wrong to actually go and but in the process of going to the internet to go and learn, just like you said, there is information you can learn, something else can come up. Yes. And you start going more, you are going further, then you just say, okay, what happens, then before you know it, you see yourself imagining, you know, just daydreaming about it happening to you. So before you know it, you get addicted. So parents can also help their children, you know. There's time for everything in life. There's no matter the pleasure they are talking about. Also, the female child should be very, very careful. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
You have a lot to lose than the guy. We have a lot to lose than the guy. What do you think the girl child has to lose? Virginity. Is that so important?
It's very important.
How?
Apart from that, even your dignity, everything about you.
It is the dignity. Yes. You know, in the African culture, it's not like now that we are comparing ourselves with all these Americans, so they don't see you keeping yourself as a barbaric thing, and they are making the men, our African men, also think that it's nothing. You know, when I was in secondary school, there was a guy in my church that was saying, lie, me, I can never marry a virgin. What for now? What rubbish. So you want to tell me you have not done it before? It's rubbish. Do you know that's a tactic? Do you know? You know, you said something the other time that there are so many ways a guy can penetrate a lady. They tell you it's a lie. Who is the guy that will marry you if you're a virgin?
Just finger your head.
It's a lie, yo. They just want to once you, and once they cash out like this, that's all though. So it's a lot. We can't deal with this issue at a point, but the theme of today's conversation is to hear your viewpoint on the school management, on what happens in the school, what you think about the Chrisland girl that was whose sex tape was leaked, your own opinion about, you know, building your own personality. Do you think that being a good person can hand you the future you deserve?
Being a good person. You see, what I would say, yes and no, determine on the way you put it. Because if you say you are a good person, well, it's not you're going to be good and thinking you are good and good. Everybody's like you. Not all people will like you. There must be some people be like, there you're going to show on the corner.
It's only you.
It's only you.
And
or for those kind of people, just do something small. And like, don't worry, I'm a leader. Not now, but we'll see in the future. And those people, if you are putting your way in the way, straight away, they'll just divert you like this, bring you like this, give you some cough in your life. But what I would say is that they know how matter how enemies are, but if you put God first, all this will be cleared. I want to do this thing. Father Lord, help me. This is that. Father Lord, fear it. Just read your Bible. That's what I'll just.
Do you know that this girl, she has, I've forgotten the thousands of followers she has on Instagram. You now go and try something. If you want have access to media, create a book club and see how many followers you can get. as in you barely get, I don't know,
Yes.
people to subscribe to whatever you do, anything that is saying. But start doing any apropos job on social media, do any negative thing, you see a lot of
Yeah,
people.
you see a lot of followers.
So the society is not even giving good judgment to
Stuff like that. I just say what they want.
the society is not,
What I heard.
because by the time you have a lot of followers on Instagram, you can monetize your page now and get paid. Even on Facebook, people have Facebook page
Like on TikTok, they say there's a certain amount of
followers.
yeah you have.
The
that
people
you're
that
going to
have
get
most followers quick enough, they are the people that do rubbish. They do, they in fact just anti-moral. They get, so the society is not encouraging good morals, good values, in that we stylishly support bad people in whatever they do. When a small girl is twerking and she has thousands of followers, while you see a small girl that is there's a girl on social media now that is speaking, I think, Ondo or Ikale. She's really the indigenous type. Her parents are trying hard to bring her up in that way, and she's using what she has learned, to show other people that they can do likewise. She has not gotten so much followers like these people that are twerking and doing the rubbish wrong things.
What I would say is that people are already forgetting about their own culture.
Okay.
They are already doing like copycats.
Yes.
Because the way they do it back in the days, then if they continue with that lane, this wouldn't have happened. It's not bad for you to have a social media stuff, Instagram, but if the way they train them, then that's why they brought up their own children. Which will actually help the country. Because doing this is just like from frying pan to fire. Because more is still coming. For this kind of girl to do this kind of thing and to go viral, everybody, more viewers on her Instagram, everything, even though they are blaming and she's trying to be one innocent person, which she isn't. Everybody knows that. She's getting more viewers. People will be tempted, let us also do it. We will not show our face, no. We just show it.
Yes.
And for her to just blow like that, tell us people do it and do. But if the parents brought up the child the way they were brought up, with the strictness and everything,
Yes.
this will not be
Naturally, you'll be kind of guided.
exactly.
My mom, I grew only under my mom. My father was not there, so my mom had to become a man. She was very strict. Like, you can't go out without telling her where you are going, and if you tell her you are coming at this time, you are not here, she won't even ask you why. She will beat you first, then later she will now ask you why did you even come late. Already she had dealt with you, so you won't even like to, though there were some excesses, but I would say that all the strictness helped me to be the kind of person that I am, and it kind of made my growing up, a little bit fine-tuned than it should be. What class are you? SS2. And you? SS3. Your age? How old are you?
16.
How old are you, Mercy?
16.
Okay. So you can imagine that this conversation is with young, very young minds, and they are determined, and that's as a result of the home bringing that they have. If young people like this can have these thoughts at the back of their mind, and we can have the whole society, filled with youths that think positively like this, I think the generation to come, they are to fall in right hands. That is if you don't derail. That is if you don't say, what did I say back then? That was rubbish. I didn't mean that. Me Isabel. So I think the good things are not easy to come by, and that is who you are. So God will help all of us. to change the society where we are. I think on our own, in our schools, we should try to. Do you have something to say?
Yeah, sorry, I want to say something concerning the parent being strict. Too much strictness on the child is not good, because the child will not be able to open up to whatever he or she is thinking deep down. But at the same time, I didn't ask not to be strict with your child, but when you are strict with them, with the same hand that you're using to just throw her back for the reason why I do this is because of this. Next time she will learn from if I do this is the consequences. But when you are too strict on her, tí má lọ sọ fún daddy this happen, ṣé wọn fún mi náà mi báyìí, ṣé wọn lè ṣe kíní kan báyìí, mo máa sọ fún wọn pé one get close to me in the class like you should no beat me like this. But when the parent should be like someone that number one, you can be strict, and number two, your child can just walk up to you anytime. Sit down, listen. Don't want to be like, me on the time, and kilo first, that kind of thing. But when you create a time, yes, create a time for your child.
For your child, you're
listen,
right.
What is happening in school? Tell me, did any guy do this? Did any guy do that to you? Treat them. If they do this thing, you do this thing. Talk to this person, talk to this. This is what you do, this is what you don't do. At your age, this is where your limit is. At your age, this is where your boundaries stop. Apart from this is a sin.
Okay, that's
So,
nice.
strictness.
You're actually right, because back then a lot of things happened. Like what I told you happened to me in school. I couldn't open my mouth to tell my mom, because she would say, wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sí ẹ, bóyá ìwọ náà ti jókòó yàkàyàkà ìwọ ló tó bá ṣe nǹkan kan, wọn ò ní ṣe báyìí fún ẹ. So she always turned around and say no, it's your fault. If a guy toast you, say bóyá ìwọ náà ti ń kó àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ burúkú, my mom is not a bad person though, but she will kind of want you to be more careful and tell you that if you don't walk in the path of that kind of a wrong thing, I think they won't, they will say that the way you dress is the way you are dressed, that if you don't look like a ready-made food, they will not want to come close to you and chop you fast. So that's what she used to say then. So yeah, there are two sides to every coin. That's it. That's why I said I agree in that I couldn't open up, because I can imagine what she would have said. But things are way different now. When when young parents grow old, they kind of slow down in the way they take care of children. So God will help all of us to raise a better. Any conclusive opinion? Anything to say? Okay.
Parents have to monitor and watch their child closely.
Okay.
The case of this girl, not until you put a child in a boarding school, it's when she's going to be.
A child needs the parents' care. That's
Child
good.
needs to be under your care, not someone else monitoring your child for you.
Okay.
Because if someone else is to monitor your child for you, it won't be like your view.
Okay.
Yeah, your views.
I want to say something.
Okay.
I would advise parents to have maybe a secret account that the child will know. Because on WhatsApp, if a child posts something illegal or something bad that my mom was not know, she can just go and hide the parent. But if the parent has maybe a secret account that the child doesn't know about,
that it's my mom.
just act the way the girl is talking to, just flow along, just post anything. So they are married when you have already hide the real mother. So the fake one account that the mother is, the other one the woman will see, the parents will see every single thing.
Oh, okay. If you are saying that, okay,
They shouldn't hide, as in is it
their
like
personalities.
block their mom
Just
for
hide them up.
hide them so
Post
that they won't
everything
see anything they post on social media.
They post everything finish after that.
After the post.
The mommy will just be like, you want to take post and say, no, right?
Oh my goodness! So she na only me hear that one. Oh God. So children now, they will block their parents on social media, maybe on WhatsApp now. So there is no way they will post something that the parents will see.
The parents.
If they block
So
the
they won't
parents,
see
the
what they
parents
post.
will know that they blocked.
Okay, they will hide.
Just hide. So instead of the parents seeing the new post, they'll be seeing previous one that she has done before.
Yeah.
All those holy ones she used to start the.
Yeah.
You know that.
Wow. No wonder some children are able to put, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So if the parent has a secret account now, you can, and you have a different picture on the,
Child not knowing about
you
that.
can
Just use the account and use someone's picture. Maybe a guy's picture or a girl's picture. I'm from Dubai, not knowing that you're actually from Africa.
yay, father. That's amazing. I'm actually learning. Wow. Wow.
Things happens.
Things happen. It's I'm like, you know, see, as the thing shocked me so. Chineke.
As in,
The
there's a
guy.
guy in my class, his mom is my principal, also a pastor's wife. So in conclusion, he's a pastor's son. So if the guy is to post on social media, he's going to do some stuff, he's going to hide his mom, that his mom will see what he posts on social media. So just be like, there's a day his mom was talking to a friend of mine who is do her posting openly. So the principal used to see all the stuff she used to post. So she came to the class and was just like talking to the girl that better face your education, not knowing
That our son is even worse.
more than what the girl
Real.
is doing. The woman would just be like, better follow your education, pursue your education. There was a day he talked to the girl was just crying that your son was just like, I've not done what your son is doing, and he talked to me like this. The girl was just crying that day. That day she cried. I was just like, yeah. So she talked to the girl that day. I feel it that day. Huh? So you talk to you. I said, why?
It's not how pastors children that are.
Yeah. All of them.
Some pastor children are worse than.
There are even some. And if you see the way my principal's son arranged his song on his phone, put the godly one upstairs, the worldly one in the middle, put the godly one downstairs. So as in his memory card, I think is the type that accumulates many stuff. So if his parent is to listen to a song, before you get to a worldly song, yes, the parents will already get tired. I trust my son. My son can't have worldly song on his phone that is a godly type. So if you are listening to the song, you get tired, you'll be like, what I'm even looking for, I don't even see it. So if you have to start from the down too, before you get to the middle, you should get tired.
Wow.
What am I even looking for?
Wow.
This phone is.
Youths can they take time to they take time and stress out themselves, hiding. No. I've learned a lot.
This life no balance.
Eh?
This life no balance.
E no balance, oh, but it go balance for you people.
Amen.
By God's grace. You not have all these things stuck up in your mind with so much great determination and not make it in life. So you just have to continue. Let's give our shout outs.
Yeah, my mom.
My friends, okay. One
Your
love.
social media. It's not easy.
No.
Okay.
My dad.
So it's nice speaking with you ladies.
Yeah.
Or with you girls. They are still girls. And they have so much great thoughts. I really love hanging out with you today. And I hope we'll have another time to chat again. So till we meet again, let's say bye to our audience.
Bye.
Bye-bye.